What's up YouTube, Zombiekillerhere here. Currently the game's on patch 1.07, which the last video I made was on 1.06. As far as I can tell, there was no multiplayer changes at all, so, the last build guide for the Turian soldiers still up to date. If they ever do any game-breaking changes that would alter the builds, I'll make another videos covering what's best. But anyways, I've been trying to get all these guys to level 20. Still no luck in the Turian operator. I've managed to get everybody else, and I've been working on leveling up all these guys to 20. And just like I said during the Turian soldier build, if there's anybody that you want to see a build for, let me know. I'll get them out. But I'll be probably posting out, faster build guides for these, with all the ones that I already have at 20, and then be working on a specific character till I get them to 20 and, got a good idea. But anyways, let's get into the video now. Now here's the Turian agent. He's a gold character, so if you want to unlock him, I recommend buying Expert Pack or Premium Packs to guarantee him. But anyways, let's go into customization and show off what I think is good. Now there's two good builds for this guy. There's one that heavily relies on weapon damage, and there's one that heavily relies on power damage, using the flamethrower as your main power damage. Currently I have him in power damage mode, but the weapon damage mode is still viable. And with the weapon damage mode, you can take out more stronger enemies a lot more efficiently than what you can with the power damage. But the power damage mode will allow you to take out those normal red health bar enemy and some shielded enemies pretty quickly and easily. And some of the weaker armor enemy, the basic enemies from the Outlaw faction. But anyways, let's get into the build. I recommend starting out with Flamethrower, then go to Tactical Cloak, then Apex Training, then Support System. So, Flamethrower, you want the top one for more damage, so just go for the extra damage. Number 5, you're going to want Reach, which will allow the Flamethrower to be longer, allowing you to burn farther away enemies more easily. Damage over time is not really necessary, because you'll be melting enemies super quick, and you already have some damage over time from it anyways. Now the rank 6, I recommend Anti-Armor. This will increase your damage to armor by 80%, which allows you to melt some of those weaker armor guys with these and deal decent damage to any other guy that you can't kill that have armor. Blinding heat doesn't really matter, because how this effects work is if you flamethrower somebody and they're affected by your flamethrower, it's just going to reduce the damage that you take, but that's only on the guys that you hit with the flamethrower, which normally you just melt them in seconds, so you don't need blinding heat. Usually you don't have survivors. Now in Tactical Cloak, this is one of the few times I actually recommend doing this, instead of going for like a medic cloak type thing. You want to go for rank 4 damage bonus. This will increase your power damage by 50%, which will give you a total percent of 100% power damage to boost up your flamethrower. Rank 5, you got Duration, which will just allow you to stay cloaked for longer. Movement speed is not really needed. And then rank 6, you're going to want Combat Cloak. This is what actually makes this build useful for the flamethrower, because for that 100% increased damage that you get for this, it will last 2 seconds. So you'll be able to burn through enemies. And Tactical Cloak is on a 10-second cooldown, while Flamethrowers is on 11-second cooldown. So since they're close to each other, then you don't really need a faster cooldown for either one. Now, with the flamethrower, tactical cloak, and the recon vision, they're all abilities with duration. If you go to the full duration, then you gotta wait for the recharge speed. But if you cancel them out quickly after activating them, they recharge a lot faster. So keep that in mind if you want. Now for Apex training, you're going to want power damage. You're going for a flamethrower build. The weak point hits plus 20%, which means that you'll be able to deal more damage with your guns when you are waiting for your flamethrower to come back and get more spare ammo. Because you're not going to be hovering up in the air, you're going to get shot down on gold. And weapon accuracy, not really needed. All these builds will be meant for gold, so just keep that in mind. And 20% power damage plus heavier weight capacity, and tech effect duration will increase the duration of all three of your abilities, give the flamethrower more damage, and allow you to carry heavier weapons into the fight while still keeping the 100% recharge speed that you should have. Now, in support system, you're going to want duration to increase all three abilities duration for longer. Melee damage not useful. Since you got tactical cloak, I recommend getting the more health and movement speed, because more health will keep you alive. Movement speed will let you get to your allies easier. Your enemies easier. And you don't really need the damage resistance when reviving, because you got tactical cloak to go invisible. Then rank 6, I recommend shield reset, which will allow it whenever you use your tech abilities, your shields will regen immediately once every 10 seconds. Over the debuff, because the debuff only affects with the flamethrower, because enemy affected, hitting enemy with power causes them to temporarily deal less damage. So that means flamethrower only, and like I said before, usually you kill them with the flamethrower, so you don't need that. Now you can still use recon visor to shoot down some people that are in cover while using this. But yeah, that's pretty much the power build. Alright, and like I said, there's two effective builds. So I'll go into a gun build in a minute. But, take whatever weapon you want. Just make sure that's not energy based. Otherwise, the recon vision piercing does not work. So, like Crusader, shoot bullets. Pretty much. You can have revive pack transmitter or engineer kit to increase the damage of the flamethrower. Both are viable. Revive pack transmitter will allow it where if you're down and an ally down near you, or multiple allies are down near you, you use just your revive pack, it gets back up the entire team. Very useful. Highly recommend on every single character, even the turian soldier. But anyways, now for the weapon build, you're going to want to go and skip flamethrower altogether and just keep tactical cloak, apex training, support system. You're going to want recon visor. Either one of these are viable. Gun accuracy will just allow you better accuracy and stability to get more hits on, hopefully, and recharge speed just allows you to recharge quicker. Either way you want to go, doesn't matter. Then the enchanted range will allow you to see them farther, and the duration will just allow it to last longer. Either one, both of these are optional. And then rank 6 is where it becomes important. You're going to want shattered armor, which means when you're shooting up an armor target, they take increased damage, which will allow them to die quicker. And this is from all sources. Now, with this one, you have to kill to extend the duration for 1 second, which is useless because you're not going to be killing enemies in less than a second, so you can't keep like an infinite go. It's not worth it. Just go for shattering armor. And this ability cools down pretty decently. You know. Now for tactical cloak, you can either choose all 3 top ones to make it more of a medic, or you can keep it pretty much the same that it is, or swap out these 2, or swap out these 2, depending on what you want. Whether you want to deal a little bit extra gun damage, or you want to be more efficient with reviving, either way is viable. It won't really change up the class too much. It just allows him to be either more aggressive or be more efficient at picking up teammates and surviving with objectives. Then next you're going to want Apex training. More gun damage. You ain't using powers, so gun you're going to want. Rank 5, keep it the same. Rank 6, you're going to want the weapon damage up at the top. And like I said before, hovering's not needed. And these 2 are powers, so you don't need them. Then down here, still go for the power effect duration over the melee damage because you're not meleeing. Still go for the more health and shield. And still go for the shield reset. So this stays the same. And with shield reset, when you use tactical cloak or flamethrower, it will work. I know there was a glitch with recon visor where it would not work, which as far as I know of, it's not fixed, so you just gotta activate either tactical cloak or flamethrower. Personally, when I do a gun style, I just quickly push the flamethrower button for half a second to restore my shields. Very effective. I recommend the revive pack transmitter equipment because it definitely helps. And with guns, any gun that you want. Personally, I would recommend like a powerful sniper rifle from afar, and then a nice close range gun that can shoot bullets. Also, with the gun, I also recommend you get the receivers for the guns, because this will just allow your piercing range to increase, which will allow you to hit enemies behind very thick cover. So it will help you hit them easier, and you could kill them easier. Consumables, just no combat moves boost and no block move boost, but anything else is viable with this guy. And that's pretty much all there is to this guy. Like I said, the gun version can be stronger for taking out the stronger enemies, and the flamethrower is a little bit more higher risk, higher reward type thing, where you just jump into battle, flamethrower them, and then get back before they get a chance to shoot, and rinse and repeat. And pretty much that's it for this guy. Now, like I said before, if there's a certain character that you want to see, just write down what they are. But currently, I'll be posting videos on the ones that I have level 20. And I hope to see you guys on the next video.